This video will show you how to create a new project plan using Innate's assignments table, which is our main resource planning view. It's the first of a series of videos which are around the resource planning facilities. The ones that will follow this will show you how to lay the new project plan on top of the current commitments to see whether you're introducing any new skills bottlenecks. And the third one will be for the resource manager to help them locate and allocate appropriate resources to particular tasks. So this one is all about creating a new project plan. And the way we start this is we go View, or we're logged on as a project manager. So we go View, Manage Projects, New Project. That brings up a screen that enables us to either create a blank project, or from a template. Now, we recommend that people use templates as logical starting points for the different types of project plans that they have. And this can be for small, large, complex types of projects, or different types that have different logical starting points. In this case, I'm going to select one that displays tasks and roles, and I'm going to put in the project start date. And in this case, it's going to be 1st of March 2010, and I click the Create button. Now this brings me into the Project Details screen. The Project Details screen is where I can put in information about this new project at the project level. Yours will probably look slightly different to this because everybody's gets customized, but the main points here that we put in, the main pieces of information, will be the same. So we'll put in the project name, and we'll call that New 3. We can say what its status is, and we'll call it Proposed. And that list will be your list rather than ours. And let's say that it's in a program called BAU. And we'll save that. Now, to go into the main resource planning view, there's an Edit Assignments link at the bottom here. And what that does is it takes us into a view that looks something like this. It's pretty similar to what you may be used to using currently in Excel. We have the name of our new project, New 3. We have a list of tasks, design, build, test, and release. Against each of these tasks, we have the name of a generic resource that will be doing the work. And you will see out to the right a profile of work there, which is showing currently in units per week. I could change that display so we could show that in days, and we could plan in days or hours, whatever unit you want to work in. I'll stick with units as that's a bit easier. Now, as a template, this is a logical starting point, so we'd expect you to want to change this template. For example, we could say, well, the design work's going to take a little bit longer here. I'll need a person for another week. And probably the build is going to take a bit longer as well, maybe 2 more weeks and such like. We can also add in new tasks. So let's say I want to insert, and I've right-clicked the mouse here and I said I want to insert a new task. Let's call this rollout. I've got the chance to put in the name either of a generic resource or indeed the name of an individual if I know who that's going to be. In this case, I'm not sure, so we'll leave it as technician. Now, to put in the profile of work that's associated with this, I can do a bit of copying and pasting if that's easier. So I can pick up a row there and copy it and say that's going to stretch out something like that, and paste. Okay, and then I can save that and see what it looks like. Now, it may be that as I've added in more work for various people, things have got logically a little out of kilter. So if I click to a Gantt chart view, we can start to move things around. Possibly I'm still going to be testing throughout the build, so that will go on till there. I can't really start the release until I finish the testing, and maybe we can't start the rollout until we've finished that release work. So we can do things like that. As we click back to the table view, we can see how the work profile is changed. So this is the way in which we put a new plan together. We'll just save that view, and in the next video we'll see how we can then layer this on top of the other work to see whether we've introduced any new bottlenecks or not.